Hello everyone. Today's video is about checking the pH of the blueberry plants. As we can see, the pH meter is showing towards the acid side over here, which is about 3.5 towards the very right. And blueberries like to have the pH maintained anywhere between 5.5 to 4.5. Having a pH less than 4.5 is also fine for the plants because as and when we keep adding water, the pH tends to move towards the alkaline side again. So this is the Biloxi variety and it is doing quite well. It is a hot climate variety. So even if the pH is less, it's still fine. So we can see towards the left is the alkaline side and towards the right is the acid side. This is the emerald variety. Emerald is also doing quite fine. Yet to see if it can produce any buds or flowers this time. All these plants are quite small, but few of the plants have started to give out flower buds. We'll check the pH over here, and for this particular plant we see pH is somewhere around, let me just zoom in here, it's about 4. So you can see the pH is around 4, which is fine for the plant. As I told, even if it is less than 4.5 moving towards the acid side, it is still fine, but it shouldn't be above 5.5 towards the alkaline side. The next variety that we see over here, this is the sharp blue variety, and as we can see, this is also growing fine, giving new growth, new shoots. All these plants have small tiny buds kind of pushing out, but not sure if they will really bloom into flowers. We'll need to wait and see. So right now it is towards the alkaline side and just cleaned it, and we'll just put it back again and see what the pH is showing over here. And for this particular plant also we see it is towards the very acid side, which is 3.5, close to the 3.5 mark. And this pH meter has three options. One is the light, one is the moisture, and the other is pH. So setting it to light, we can see the needle fluctuates, giving out the ambient light that is showing. And going back to the pH side, it will give the pH readings. So we know the pH meter is working fine because having a pH that is towards the entire acid side, just need to have a double check that the pH meter is working fine. The next plant that we see over here, the variety, this is Misty variety. This is probably the first variety that has given flower buds, and we can see flowers already over here on the plant. Also new growth that it is pushing out. We can see new growth here as well. So the Misty variety is also doing well, and we'll just need to see whether these flower buds move into actual berries or not. The pH here is around 4, which is quite right for the plant. And if you all have seen the previous videos, basically there are ways to control the pH. I do not use any vinegar or adding the vinegar into water and putting it. I've just directly added acidifiers and the sulfur, which breaks down over time. So that seems to work because sulfur takes about 6 months or so to break down, and I had prepared the soil well in advance. So we know for sure that this is working for the plants. Next variety is sharp blue, and This is also a variety that is doing quite well, I would say. It does have, again, as I told, most of these plants have tiny buds, but we'll just need to wait and watch if they would really turn into flowers or fruits or not. And this particular plant also is showing some signs towards the leaves edges where it's either getting burnt or just at the tip showing signs that it is drying up. So we'll just check the pH to see what it is. And this particular plant is also giving us a soil pH of, yeah, just above 4, between 3.5 and 4, just above 4, I would say. So it is still fine. The leaf tips, as you can see over here, it's like either a overload of, I wouldn't say fertilizer, but maybe just something is not right. So we'll have to wait and watch. But pH is still fine. So Chablo is doing well. Again, coming back to Biloxi, I'm sure Biloxi is a hardy plant, hot climate plant, well proven in various countries. So this would grow fine even in our hot climate. And again, yet to push out the growth. As we can see, they are still small, tiny buds, which should probably turn into flowers once the weather warms up a bit over here, because these are no chill or zero chill varieties. So we can see buds just staying there from the past 1 week or 2 weeks almost. They're not pushing out the flowers yet. And we can see them here as well, small, tiny. So not sure whether they would actually push out flowers or just keep giving out new growth. We'll just test the pH for this particular plant as well. And this is also towards the 3.5 mark, towards the very right acid side. So yeah, all plants are somewhere around 3.5 to 4. Nothing that I've seen more than 4. This is the Misty variety, and this has also given flower buds just like the other plant which I showed. This was the first one that gave the flower buds, this and the other plants. So Misty is probably one of the early flowering varieties in hot climate. Again, we'll need to wait and watch if these flowers actually turn into berries or not. And we can also see that same like other plants, it has these buds, but we just need to wait and watch if they can push out into being flowers or not. And again, checking back on the pH for the Misty variety. And this should also give us, yeah, something about 3.5 is what it is showing. Yeah. So that's about it for this video. As I told, anything towards the acid side, I'm still fine with it, but it shouldn't be towards the alkaline side. So you see the meter is working fine when I change the knobs towards light, moisture. This is moisture, which is showing it as wet, and light and back to pH. Thank you so much, everyone. Please like and subscribe. See you in the next video.